Hello everybody and welcome. We're here, we're playing Resident Evil Revelations 2. This is a fairly new game and already one of my favorites. So I'm going to be playing through here, we're going to be Moira. I'm going to show you off a little bit of the raid mode in this game. Because I'd say the raid mode is a pretty big deal in this game. So I'm just going to, show you a little bit of it. I'm going to skip over doing any missions with Claire or Barry because I feel like they're pretty much the standard character. And I'm going to be showing off Moira and the two DLC characters, which are Albert Wesker and Hunk, I believe. Yeah, Hunk. I don't know why I said I believe, because I definitely knew the answer to that. So I played it a little bit. We are a level 3. The recommended level for this mission is level 3. So this is Gauntlet 1. Mission 3 on normal. There's 3 different difficulties for each gauntlet and 6 missions within each gauntlet. So we're basically going to start out here and show off a little bit of the Resident Evil Revelations 2 gameplay. Show you how it differs from the previous Resident Evils, Resident Evil Revelations 1 in particular, and hopefully show you some of the more advanced improvements. Because I feel like they have updated it quite a bit. The engine seems to be a lot better. The dodging mechanic seems a lot better. Guns in general seem better, and everything looks better. And I did enjoy the story mode quite a bit. I've played through the game, the story mode, multiple different times. Because there's a lot to be doing in this game. It's definitely a very good buy, especially since it is only $40 brand new, which is kind of odd that Capcom did that. It's nice of them. They didn't have to do that. They certainly didn't have to do that. I would have bought this game at any price because I'm a big Resident Evil fan, and love my Resident Evil. Can't give it up. So as you can see here, we're fighting quite a bit of different enemies. Well, actually, I think all of these are the same. We did see one variant there. These are called the Rotten. So there's a lot of different enemies in the game to be fighting. In raid mode, in particular, there's even more because they have enemies from all Resident Evil games, or most Resident Evil games. A plethora of Resident Evil games, you could say. So we're definitely going to be seeing quite a bit of different enemies. As you saw there, we opened a chest that gives you albums. And albums are kind of like, they either give you weapons or parts for your weapons. So, they're definitely worth getting. There's 3 chests to each mission. So you saw there, that dude was small and fast. He's called a sprinter. So, he was also inflicted. So there's different enemies, but also each enemy could also have like a skill tied to them. So that dude had the sprinter skill, which allows him to run faster at the expense of being a midget. So we broke open those boxes. You saw we got some ammo, and then we got another chest here. And you can also see these things on the ground. You can shoot those, and they explode and do damage. And you got these guys, which when you kill them, when you shoot them in the head, they drop more of those, and you can use those to your advantage too. Sometimes they can be well placed and kind of sneak up on you, but most of the time they're just here to help you out, even though they're part of the enemy's arsenal. So a good strategy I like to use, we are using a higher level weapon. This assault rifle is like a level 4 or something like that, so it's doing very good damage to these guys, even though it's scaled down to a level 3 for our character. But a good strategy here is always, what I always do anyway, is to shoot them in the head and then use physical attacks on them, which is a Resident Evil staple approach to enemies. Get them dazed and then use melee attacks on them. Moira in particular is a very good melee character because she has melee mastery, which also helps with her knife speed, and also she has the charge, the ability to charge up her physical attacks. So you can see I dodged there. An element in this game that's different from the old game is that you can now dodge whenever you want with the press of a button. I think that really makes your dodging a little bit more efficient. For whatever reason, I mean, I really couldn't find a big reason. It just seems a lot easier to be in full control of your dodge rather than, you know, having to hit the button at the right time, like in the last game. It was just really buggy in the last game. So, looks like we're down to our last few enemies here. I got some bottles to spare. These are her active skills. Each character has like active and passive skills. Being better with the knife and melee attacks would be her passive skills, and then throwing bottles. Got a smoke screen bottle. Basically makes it hard for them to see us. Those would be like active skills. And her active skills are pretty standard along with most of the starting characters. You know, Claire, Barry, most of them just have grenades or different types of grenades as their active skills. But once you start unlocking different characters, they have some very different abilities that are pretty cool and pretty effective once you level them up. And there is quite a few different characters to be unlocking. As you'll see here in a minute, I'll be able to show you the character list of all the characters available, and they're probably going to have some DLC characters down the road too. I know if you play this game at all, you might know about RE.net, and if you sign up for there, they have like weekly challenges and stuff like that, and they've announced that one of the rewards for completing the weekly challenge is an additional character, so you don't even have to pay for that one. It's more or less like a reskin for a current character named Jenna, but either way, it's still pretty cool. Very nice of them to do that. I mean, they've been good guys streams all the way through this, game, you know, from lowering the price and upping the quality to adding additional characters just for the hell of it. I just wish they could show the same love and support for Mega Man. But as you saw there, we got 3 albums, we got a little bit of money, a little bit of experience, we leveled up, and each character has their own unique level, and you can level them up and get skill points to put into their active and passive skills, so it's pretty self-explanatory there. You might also have saw that we got 5 different medallions, or as I like to call them, medals. There's 5. There's one for clearing the game, clearing the mission, killing all the enemies, not using any herbs, and also being at the same level as the mission or lower. And then if you do all 4 of those at the same time, you'll get the 5th one, which is the completionist medal or completion medal. So it's pretty easy to do as long as you just, you know, I feel like the hardest thing to do is probably not to heal, because if you get in over your head and you get, you know, hurting, you definitely just don't want to heal. So we're gonna, you know, you want to try and buff it out. So we're gonna go over here. You can see this is our 3 albums we got from the chest, the previous mission, and you can spend some money and evaluate them. Once you do so, you can unlock different things from them, and you might be able to see the record kind of popping out of the case a little bit there in the picture, and that changes color depending on the rarity of the part. And I believe I don't know the full listing. It's like black, yellow, green, blue, red, pink. So pink would be the most rare. And I personally have only ran into like a blue a few times. So, you know, they're definitely pretty rare, and they do some pretty extreme things. But we do have that part. We unlocked all of our parts. We're going to go back to the customization screen, and we're going to switch up and be a different character. As you can see here, we got 5 right out of the start here, and quite a few other character slots down here. But now we're going to switch it up, and we're going to be Albert Wesker. Cool guy at stream, Albert Wesker. Let's see his skills. He's good with a Magnum and a melee attacks, and his active skill is Electric Bottle. Electric Bottle is probably one of my least favorite bottles to be using as a weapon. But anyway, we're gonna be switching this out for I don't know, probably the assault rifle. Actually, it's a level 7 assault rifle, so that's gonna really help us out. We got a level 5 Magnum to also help us out. So we're done here, unless he's got some. Yeah, you see top right, current skill points. We have a few skill points, so we'll offload some of those into his melee master skill, which helps with his melee attacks. And he's also got some gestures. I haven't assigned him any. I guess we can give him a few. It's really cool. I really like this one. This one seems really cool for Albert Wesker, where he just crosses his arms. That's classic angry guy extreme Albert Wesker. And then how about not that one? That's a girly one. Yeah, maniacal laughing. That's good for him, right? Okay, so we're good there. I'm gonna go over this. This is the weapon upgrading table, where you can go in and add parts and upgrade your weapons. We got full mods for that. We got 2 of these, so you might want to sell one. We're gonna go in and upgrade this weapon. It's got a few free slots, so we're gonna put a close range on it, which basically helps the damage the closer an enemy gets. And that's really all we got to offer there. So we're gonna go back over to the deployment screen and get back out there in the action. I believe Albert's a level 2, so we can probably do like a level 4. We'll do this mission, especially with our higher ranked guns. You can sometimes pick fights higher level than you. Oh, this is a level 3 again. So yeah, we could definitely do this with our level 7 assault rifle, level 5 Magnum. So we're definitely good to go in that regard. So as you can see on the loading screen, it's talked about different enemy skills like Frozen. I don't know. I think we saw a Frozen guy last round. It's like blue. And there's also the fire guys, which is the red ones or orange or whatever. But basically, if you touch those guys, you'll either be frozen, lit on fire, or electrocuted, depending on what skill they have. And each of those have different effects, like burning. If you get burnt, you start taking constant burn damage for a period of time. Being iced or frozen, kind of either slows you down or freezes you for a period of time. I think it only freezes the main character or the character you're playing as, but if you were to have an ice bottle and throw that, it can slow the enemy down. So you can see here we're fighting some Rottens again, but throughout this mission we'll see quite a few different enemies and variations of enemies with their skills. Right here I think we're gonna have yeah, this is Inflicted. So pretty cool different enemies, I'd say. I haven't seen any enemies like this in any other Resident Evil game, like the Inflicted. I mean, the Rotten are pretty much like zombies, but the Inflicted are they're like zombies too, but they're very specific like zombies, and the way that they're kind of triggered is through like becoming a Rotten or an Inflicted in this game. Campaign talks about it. It kind of has to do with fear. So you kind of scare yourself to death, and then you become this. There's like a type of virus that turns you into this, kind of like the T Abyss virus or something like that. Turned everybody into seafood, basically. So this dude's got him. He's basically a regular Inflicted, but well, he's not regular, but he is an Inflicted. But he had a skill on him called Tank that makes him bigger and stronger. And this level is from Resident Evil 6. A lot of the, or all of the levels in raid mode are borrowed from other Resident Evil games. Only a few, I think, are actually from this Resident Evil game. Most are Resident Evil 6. Some are Revelations 1. I don't think there is any other games that are or any other levels from other games that are in this in this raid mode. But the ones they got are kind of redone a little bit. They are a little bit smaller than the original levels, I'd say. But I'm sure that graphically they're kind of touched up a little bit. They're pretty cool. They do a good job with them. So I've always wondered, on the back of Wesker, you can see like a knife. That kind of looks like Chris's knife. Chris's knife. I hope this is not Chris's knife or blood. Knife blood. I hope this is not Chris's chest. But anyway, that kind of looks like Chris's knife, because I don't ever remember Wesker having a knife. I could be wrong, but you know, I don't remember it. Anyway, let's get a bottle out there just to show what that does. So we have an electric bottle that basically makes them take additional damages. There's his down kick. That's his follow-up attack for down enemies. And then his fist palm for regular melee attacks. going with the standard strategy again here. You bip them in the face, and then you punch them. Punch them, bip. Bip and punch. Just back and forth, rinse and repeat. So, just moving right along here. We got 20 of 32. It's 12 to go if I remember how to count correctly. I like to wait for the enemy to stand all the way up, because while they're doing that get up animation, they're not, it's impossible to daze them, because they're not technically like up yet, but you can damage them. So I guess in that regard it's very good. So there was magnum ammo on the floor. Usually, you know, I don't like to let ammo go to waste, so I'm gonna pull out the magnum and show it off a little bit here. Let's go ahead and bip this guy in the face a few times. Kill him. Bip that guy in the face. Let's see if we can get a 2-for-1 here. We did. We'll shoot that. Reload the gun. You can only hold a certain number of bullets for each round, so if you find some ammo on the ground, you might as well just shoot a few bullets and then go and pick it up so you're full again. That way you don't have to pay to refill your ammo at the beginning of the mission. Because it will ask if you want to refill your ammo before you deploy on any mission, which is very good. Very good thing, very nifty, handy, you know, like a hand Joe, very helpful. But as you can see here, we passed a coin from the last one. You also saw when we hit the coin, we can end the game. But in order to get the Genesis or Genocide medal and the completion medal, we're gonna need to kill all the enemies. So we're gonna make sure we have everybody dead before we get out of here. So that's everybody. We're good to go. And there's nothing down there. It'd be nice if they put some down there, but some areas in some of the raid mode maps are just there because they were part of the campaign in the game that they were in before. You know, kind of trying to stay true to the original model. But they don't ever put anything in there. There's quite a few levels like that where they have some areas that are just there because they were there in the last game. They didn't feel like cutting them off, I guess. Trimming up the fat, you know, just adding a little bit extra there anyway. So let's see, we might be able to level up here. Looks like we're going to be level 3, and we got 5 skill points, so that's good. We might level up again. Nope, we were close though. We got all 3 chests, which means we have all 3 of the albums. Looks like all 3 of those were parts. None of those look like weapons. As you can see, we got some yellows there, so a little bit better than the blacks. I don't mean that in a racist way. Whew, talking so much drives me up. I gotta take a drink of water. Whew, I'm like a poor, choking old lady. I'm a young man. I should not be choking like this. Anyway. So, leave in the comments down below what you think about these Let's Plays. You know, if I should continue them, or if I should just kill myself, or maybe, you know, give up on the whole thing altogether. I'm not. Because even if you don't like it, I'm going to keep doing it to annoy you, because I like annoying you. So you might also hear that lady talking to us. I think she also said mission complete the last time. It comes from this little thing right here. That's kind of like the story element of the raid mode, where it's kind of like that's how Albert Wesker is here. It's kind of like explaining why we're able to do this, you know, because we're like a digital program and being tested on and stuff like that. So we're not like the real Albert Wesker. So kind of like that. I guess it's kind of like how they explained, or how 343 explained the Reds fighting the Blues in, you know, Halo matchmaking. It's like the war games, which I thought was pretty stupid. So they did do a better job here with the whole computer program thing. But anyway, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna be Hunk now, level 1 Hunk, and he's got 4 weapon slots right out of the gate, so he's got plenty of room for weapons here, which is definitely a good thing. The more weapons you have, the more ammo you have, which makes it harder for you to lose in a game, because once you run out of ammo, you're usually pretty much done skis. You know, if you're out of ammo, you're not killing anybody. So I'm gonna load him up with all 4 weapon slots. You know, we got a assault rifle, pistol, sniper rifle, and shotgun. and he has a this is his active skill. Instead of a bottle, he actually has invisibility. He can cloak himself, and that can be used in quite a few different strategic ways. I like to use it to reload my guns because they can't see you or attack you when you're, invisible. So it's a good way to reload your guns, especially if you're in a jam. You don't really have time to do so any other way. But we're gonna go over here. We'll look at some of the let's see, some of the mods we got. We got Focus, which allows your shotgun to basically fire slugs. So we're definitely gonna put that on the shotgun, and we'll go back out and we'll look at our sniper rifle. I think we had a long range mod, maybe. Yeah, long range. So that makes the sniper rifle or any weapon you put it on do more damage the farther out they get. We'll also put I want to put ice ammo on there too, so it makes it fire ice bullets, which have the ice status effect on there. Quick reload. I think we actually can put that on the shotgun because it does only have 2 bullets, so we'll be reloading a lot if we are using it. So there you go. We got our stuff all modded up. Also, I think it's worth mentioning that in the campaign you can add and remove mods any way you see fit, but in raid mode you either have to destroy the part to free up a slot on the gun, or destroy the gun to get the parts back. So that's how that works, and it also costs money. $1,000 a part, $4,000 a gun, just to have it demolished. So pick your mods wisely, I suppose. So we're gonna do this one. As you can see, it says under normal, it has a time limit on it and no respawn. So respawns, you can respawn in the game if you have like this thing called I think it's a life crystal, and you get those from the daily missions that you can play, and they give you a lot of money, usually a lot of experience points, and they also give you the life crystals. So if you die, you can use a life crystal, revive yourself. So you can also buy them in the store too if you want, but it's really not necessary. I mean, if you do all of the daily missions, there's 2. One gives you 2 life crystals, one gives you 1. So, as long as you die less than 3 times a day, you're pretty much good to go. You can start stocking up. I got 10. You get 10 by default when you start the game. You can see top left below our health bar we have red ones and blue ones. There is no difference between the 2 except for I believe red ones you buy, blue ones are unlockable ones. So there's that. And as you can see here, Hunk, his melee attack is a knife, and then his follow-up is he uses a pistol, and the pistol actually does a lot of damage. I think his follow-up attack might be the strongest in the game. I don't know if it's just strong because it's strong, or if it's strong because he fires the gun 3 times instead of opposed to like a person with a knife just knifes him 1 time. So I guess that's up to you to decide. Well, I'm gonna stay right here. We're gonna wait. There's gonna be a guy coming around this corner. When he makes this jump, we're gonna bip him. We're gonna bip him midair. Oh, I thought I was gonna send him flying back. Did not. So we'll see how effective our quick reload is on this. Yeah, it wasn't too bad, I guess. It's still a little slow. But as you can see in the top middle, we have 8 minutes, 53 seconds to complete this. That's usually they give you more than enough time. I think we might finish this with probably like 2 or 3 minutes left, really. But it's just something else to add a little bit of variation to the missions they do. So we got some shotgun shells. Like I said, if you see some free ammo on the ground, switch to the weapon and start using it. Alright, so we got him kind of mid-air just as he was taking off. We bipped him. Yeah, I'm not going to really worry about the ammo. I'm going to switch back. I'm going to switch back like referencing my Dead Rising Let's Play, or walkthrough technically, where one of the songs for one of the boss battles is Switchback. That's not a spoiler, even though we haven't made it to that boss yet in the walkthrough. But, still not a spoiler. I would say it's not. Hopefully I get to show off his invisibility at some point during this mission. I'm not really sure if we will have a need for it. These guys are only level 3. Man, there is a lot of these guys too. I think these guys are called Sploders. which is kind of a good name because they kind of, you know, explode on you. They're kind of just suicide bombers, and they can really get you. Those guys really get me. And they can catch you like off screen, or off guard, like sneak up on you from off screen. That was a horrible sentence, but I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm not gonna do that to you guys, 'cause I know how you guys feel about me cutting. I'm pretty sure you love it when I cut out filler and stuff like that. Not gonna do it though. As far as I know, every character does have the knife. This knife, that's basically your standard melee attack. I guess I should start calling the other attacks physical attacks, and then this one a melee attack? So the knife is a melee. Yeah, I'll do that. So this is also another Resident Evil 6 map. This is, I believe, the first map from the third campaign with the, Chris, or no, it's not Chris, it's Wesker's son, Jake, and, oh my god, I can't remember, I can't believe I don't remember her name, because I actually love her. It's like one of my favorite Resident Evil characters. Sherry, that's right. Sherry Birkins, I think, from Resident Evil 2. Yeah, she's definitely one of my favorite Resident Evil characters. Really enjoyed her in Resident Evil 6 as a character. So I'm glad to see we got some sniper rifle ammo in the back there, so we can switch to the sniper rifle and show off the ice bullets. As you see, the ice bullets does slow them down a little bit. Don't know if we can shoot those. They're kind of at a weird angle. We'll shoot this box, see what's in there. We got some shotgun shells. Shotgun shells. We got some shotgun shells in the box. Alright, get up there. Get him. Alright. Yeah, if you can, you definitely want to be going for the... That was a quick draw right there. Definitely want to be going for the headshots whenever you can. Because, you'll either daze them or just straight up kill them. It's one of the two. Shotgun, shoot them in the face with a shotgun when you have the focus part is also a really good idea. Because, you know, that does a lot of damage. I'm trying to shoot this so I can use it to blow up that guy. Run out of guys here. I'm going to have to put that invisibility use somehow at some point. I really like these Iron Head guys. They do look a lot like Pyramid Head, which is kind of cool. So this dude don't see us anymore, so you can actually do a stealth kill on him, which I believe is an instant kill. Well, no, not for that guy. It was a lot of damage, but not an instant kill. It only lasts for a little bit. You can also level it up, you know, do more. Not more damage, I mean like it'll last longer. So, saving ammo there. Use the sniper rifle and shotgun. And look at that. We're full on shotgun ammo again. So, it's like we never even used the shotgun. That's just strategicness 101. I'm going to start teaching that class, I think. So we had 35 of all 35 of the enemies. Mission complete. At least I hope it was 35. I actually did not look at the enemy count. We got the clear. We got the challenge. Did we get the genocide? We did get the genocide, so we did defeat all the enemies. Let's see if we level up. So that invisibility skill can be very useful in a lot of different scenarios. Like I said, I use it a lot for reloading. Because where Hunk does have 4 weapons, and you know, if you're fighting a lot of enemies, switching between different weapons, you know, you sometimes don't have time to reload. You have to switch to another one because it has bullets in the clip. It's a good way to give yourself some time to just go on through all those weapons and reload them, get them ready to go. So, I'm gonna end it here. We did 3 characters, and I think that's enough for part 1. You know, if you don't think it's enough, let me know in the comments, and then you know, maybe next part I'll do another 3. Just, you know, to spite you, just to spite. Anyway. Until next time, stay frosty. Or, what is it? Stay classy. I just ripped off 2 different people. But whatever. Bye-bye.
Jill. Barry. Jill. Barry. Jill. Barry. Sandwich.